welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and I join you barefaced because I want to put a few things on my face today from E.L.F, some of my favorite products. I don't have something for every single step. You know, I've never found a foundation or a concealer that I really love from E.L.F, different things like that I just don't have something for every category. But I have a handful of things. There are 6 items here that I love, wholeheartedly love so much, and I want to talk about them. There are some other things from E.L.F that I've liked over the years. I really loved a palette they came out with during the summer one year. Forgot what it's called. Really liked that. I really liked this baked highlighter that I've been really enjoying lately, a rediscovered product, but I don't think they sell this anymore, so I didn't want to bring it up today, but I think I'll put it on anyway because you might have this in your collection floating around. Bring it out. It's amazing. I feel like this might be one of those little highlighters they maybe repackage later on because it's a really nice formula, but they don't sell it on their website anymore. But I do want to put on the other products that I really love. So starting off, I have 2 primers. First off, the E.L.F Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. It's my #1. This is my favorite primer. It works so good. Okay, I said that, but it doesn't work good for poreless anything. It will not camouflage a pore on your face. I don't know why they called it that. It doesn't work for that at all, in my opinion, but it works really good as just a nice smoothing base for your skin to put your makeup on top of. So I was having a lot of trouble with my makeup pilling and gathering, just looking really gross. And it's because I was putting my makeup directly on top of my skincare or right on top of my sunscreen. And once I started putting a primer on, and I've tried primers over the years, different ones, but none of them really, like, I didn't love any of them. I've liked them, and maybe I have even loved some of them, but none of them like this. This truly works in a way that I had never found another primer to work. So it's just great. I put this on top of my sunscreen, after it's kind of sunk in, of course. Put this on top of my sunscreen, then the makeup goes on top of the primer, not on top of my sunscreen. It works like a charm. It made my makeup go on so much nicer every single day. This is my second container. This one's probably about right here. I use it just about every single day. I think it's really great. But I'm not going to put this one on today because another one I really love from E.L.F, the Whoa Glow SPF 30 sunscreen and makeup primer. I don't use this as a sunscreen because I think the amount of glow this has, it's way over the top if you use this as sunscreen, because the amount you have to use as sunscreen is way too much primer. You know what I'm trying to say? So I use this as a primer that just happens to have an SPF in it. It's very glowy, it's very pretty, and this is the shade Sunlight. They have a few different shades of this, and I did try this last year in a different shade. When they first came out with it, they only came out with the one shade, and I really disliked it. I really disliked it, and that's because I was trying to use it as sunscreen. So I was using the appropriate amount, and it was awful. It was awful. But then I thought, you know what? I could just use it as a glowy primer. And they came out with some new shades, and I bought this one, and I love it, and I'm gonna put it on my face today. It does kind of dry really quickly, so I like to just work in little sections, and I'm just gonna put this all over. Whenever I like put this on and like dot it around and then try to blend it, it dries so freaking fast, and then I feel like I'm tugging and pulling at my face to get it to spread, and I don't love that feeling. So I'm just gonna do little sections here. I just said that I wasn't gonna do that, and look what I just did. It's just a habit, you know? It's just a habit. It's fine, we'll go fast. It has the tiniest little bit of a sunscreen scent to it, but nothing crazy. Stupid hair. Oh my god, I need a bobby pin. I had to go grab a bobby pin. But it doesn't have a really strong sunscreen scent to it. You can tell there's sunscreen in it. It has a little bit of a little hint of that scent, but nothing crazy. It doesn't bother me, doesn't give me a headache or anything like that. And it really glowifies the face in a really nice way. I think it's just this shade that works so well for my skin tone, and it's just my preference too. It looks really glowy, but I don't think it's over the top. And then with a little concealer or whatever you want to put on, the glow will shine through, and it's so pretty without any glitter or any shimmer, anything like that. I don't know how they did it, but it's so pretty, and I just love this product so much. Work in sections, but it's really good. Okay, moving on, I gotta put something on my lips. Another one of my favorite products is the Glow Reviver Lip Oil. I have 2 of these. This one is in the shade, let's see, Coral Fixation. I also have the clear one. The clear one lives in my bag. This is the one I have in here, and I love it. It does look like it has a tint to it. When you put it on, there's no tint to it at all. It's got a big giant applicator that is so soft. Like, you will not want to stop putting this on your lips. It's so soft and so smooth. It's so smooth. How did they do it? Like, you just want to keep rubbing your lips together. And then the applicator is so soft too. It has a little bit of a minty flavor to it, but it's the perfect amount of mint. It doesn't tingle, it doesn't sting, it's not cooling or anything like that. And it doesn't get in your mouth. It doesn't like hurt your throat. You know how some of those scents get in your mouth? I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. And one of these lives in my bag as well. It's the best thing ever. Okay, I'm gonna put on a couple of other steps and I will join you back here for another e.l.f. favorite. Okay, I put on a little concealer. I use the Kosas Revealer Concealer just on the face, and then the CoverGirl. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer on the under eyes and on the lids, but you can see the primer still is super glowy through the concealer. I really love it a lot. Okay, another e.l.f. product I really love. I already opened it, but it's the Halo Glow Setting Powder. I'll show you the packaging here in a second. I don't know how they did it with this powder, but I really love it. It reminds me a lot of the Milani Prep Set and Glow pressed powder. Do you remember that powder? I still have one in the packaging. I'll open it one day. I love that powder, and this seems like a ground up version of that. So if you really loved that powder, it will set your skin with and give it a little extra glow. It's not mattifying at all, but it is very setting on the face. And I don't want to tone down any of this glow that I have, so this powder is perfect for that. Again though, it doesn't have any shimmer, any sparkle, or anything like that. It's just, I mean, not that the swatch is gonna do anything for you. I just want you to see mostly that there's no sparkle or glitter or anything in it. It's just so smoothing and soft. It's so finely milled. It's crazy. And I'm just gonna put a little all around the face. I just got whatever came out in the lid and I'm working it into the brush. I'm just gonna pat it all over. Not too much, just a little to kind of set everything, but you can see the glow is still there. Love this powder. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need to cake it on. You don't need to do anything crazy with it. It's just the perfect powder. I always kind of forget to use it though, because I go in and out of love with powder and stuff, but I really, really like this product from e.l.f. Definitely a home run product from them. I just don't use it as much as I would want to, because, you know, like I said, I just sometimes powder just falls off, especially loose powders, but this is a really good one. I mean, but look at my skin. It just looks so smooth and soft and glowy, set without looking too much. At least I don't think so. Okay, let's move on to another product that I love from e.l.f. It's the Primer-Infused Matte Bronzer. I have the shade Forever Sunkissed. I found this at a Walmart out in Dallas when I was on a little weekend trip, and it stopped me in my tracks because I had wanted to try this so badly. It's called a matte bronzer, but even I have a trouble like really seeing a true matte when it comes to bronzers, because there's always a little tiny hint of something in it. Like this says it's matte, but I can see a tiny bit of a satin finish, like a whisper of a satin finish in here. It's not a flat matte, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And that's usually my worry when it comes to things that are described as matte, especially matte blush and bronzer. I just feel like it's gonna be flat. It's just gonna be a brown powder on my face with no dimension or anything. So even though it's called matte, it's not flat matte. It looks really basic and unassuming in the pan, but this is so good. It's so easy to use. I just get my big Wet n Wild brush here. Let me get a little closer. And I just kind of pat it all around. It's the nicest, most easy to use shade. Like you literally could get your brush in here and go crazy, and it's not gonna be too much. On the neck as well. And there we go. Easy, bronzed up, sun-kissed skin. I absolutely love this. It's so easy to use. It's so smooth. It blends like a dream. You could put it on kind of sloppy and it will still just like really warm up your complexion without being too much. I absolutely freaking love this. I feel like I'm gonna hit pan on it soon. Like I could see the little like circle there in the middle. Love this a lot, a lot, a lot. They also make primer-infused blushes, but I have one, but I haven't used it in a long time. Like definitely not recent enough to say I remember it that well, but I remember it being good, but I can't call it a favorite. The primer-infused bronzer though, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put on some blush and eyebrows and we will be right back. Okay, and I am gonna put on the Baked little highlighter duo. I don't remember what these were called, but this is the shade Rose Gold. If you have this, if you find it at the Dollar Tree floating around, it's so good. It's very, very, very shiny, which is gonna go well with the glowy look I got going on today. It's, look at it. I haven't used this in a long time and I forget how nice and fun like an overly intense highlighter can be, and I really love it. Okay. All right, gonna go to blush now. Blush and eyebrows. Okay, so I put on eyebrows and blush, and I threw a little bit of the bronzer in the eye and the crease as well. I used Milani Luminoso. It added a lot of glow. It's fine. It might be a little much, but it's gonna be fine. You know why? Because it doesn't really matter. I tore apart that blush drawer looking for the primer-infused blush and I couldn't find it. So maybe I don't have it anymore? I don't know. 2 products left. The setting spray I cannot get enough of is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Look how much I've used already. I absolutely love this. I feel like it truly does make a difference in just how nice the makeup looks throughout the day. It doesn't seem to like really start melting off my face or breaking apart or wearing away too quickly. I feel like this truly does make a difference, you know? They say you could use it as a primer water as well. I only used it once like that. I always forget. But I only really use this as a setting spray, not really a primer spray, and it is so great. The mist is so fine. How are luxury and high-end brands still putting out setting sprays that just spit everywhere, that spray in one like straight laser beam, when E.L.F is out here making the best sprayer on the market? It's amazing. And then the setting spray, it does add some glow and some dew to your skin, so I don't know if I'm gonna like that look with all of this glow I already got going on, but it does tone down after a while. It doesn't stay looking wet and glowy the whole entire day, and I just love it. I just love it. I feel like it truly does work. So we're gonna shake it up. One even layer across the skin. Oh my gosh, I have a candle burning right there and I could hear these little droplets hitting the thing going sizzling a little bit. It dries very, very quickly. Like right now, I don't really even need to keep fanning it. It does add, just so you know how when you put on a setting spray, no matter what it is, it makes your skin look kind of dewy and wet at first, but it does tone down. It doesn't stay this glowy all day long, but even if it did, I wouldn't even care because it works. I swear this stuff works. Okay, and the last product from E.L.F right now that I'm crazy about is the mascara of the year. Mascara of the summer, mascara of my life right here. This is the E.L.F Lash Xtndr Mascara. Okay, this is a 2B mascara. I have the shade Pitch Black, and if they have a black brown, I want to try it. I've been really into black brown mascara lately. It's your little typical, you know, tapered plastic bristle wand with these tiny little bristles on it. But what makes this 2B mascara different from the other ones I've tried is that this one actually builds up really nicely. It adds a lot of volume, length, fullness, and thickness. It's so great. And a lot of the time I find that 2B mascaras are only lengthening and that's it. This one gives you everything. And it wears all freaking day. It lasts through sweat. It won't transfer, flake, smudge, smear, anything like that. It removes easily with warm water, even though it does kind of perform like waterproof. They freaking nailed this formula. This is the best mascara I've ever tried from E.L.F. I haven't tried a lot of mascaras from E.L.F, but this is the best one and the best 2B mascara I've ever tried as well. Let me try to put this on in a more like nice to look at kind of way. Let me grab a mirror. Careful on the bottom lashes because this does lengthen the heck out of them. When it comes to bottom lash mascara, I mostly just like to touch the wand onto the lashes for the most part and not really like, you know, do this kind of thing because I'm not trying to have my bottom lashes touch my cheekbones. Pinch off the excess. And I loved this mascara on the first use. In one use. It's like the perfect in-between wet and dry formula. It's not too dry where it feels like you're only going to get a few uses and then the tube is dry. And it's not that wet. A lot of the time, at least in my experience, tubing mascaras tend to be so freaking wet and sticky. I mean, look at this one. I would not have any idea that that's a tubing mascara. It's so great. Definitely mascara of the year right here for sure. I feel like it's going to be hard to beat this mascara this year. Like if I tried which one? This one right here, the Maybelline Firework one. It's only okay. I find it way too wet. Way too wet and really messy. I make a huge mess when I use that. It's going to be hard to beat this one for sure, for me. Boom. There it is. Ooh, it's just so good. I got a little flake right there. Let's top off. Let's put on a little more of this lip oil. But that is it. Those are some of my current favorite, tippy top favorites from E.L.F. We got the primer, I guess primer water setting spray, the 2 primers I love, the setting powder, the lip oil, the primer-infused bronzer, and of course, the mascara. Can't forget that. But let me know what some of your favorites from E.L.F. are. They've been coming out with a ton of stuff lately. It feels like E.L.F. was laying low for a little bit because they were working on all these products and they're like, fine, here you go, new product every week. And I love to see it. They're coming out with a lot of good stuff. But let me know what some of your favorites from E.L.F. are. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.